Welcome to Wild 10 Outdoors. I'm just taking a drive out here today with ATV on our own property. And when I do it in the springtime, I'll come back here and I'll check ladder stands and just make sure that the strapping and stuff is still secure and still up to date. And if it's not, I come back and I replace it. I put new ratchet straps on, make sure it's secured to the tree. This is a big old white oak tree, and it overlooks a couple of trails over here on the other side that come down off the hillside of more of our land and behind there, and deer will make their way down the hill and they head down towards one of our swamps down here where they got a food plot on the corner of it. I cut it all out and put a food plot on the corner of it, but I see a lot of deer passing through here in the fall, and we have I'm lucky enough to have some pretty good sized bucks on our property. I wait for them to get 2-3 years old or better. There's a lot of times I'll pass up on a pretty decent sized buck and thinking that he's going to be around for another couple of years, and that'd be probably a better time to try him. I don't shoot any does. I've never shot a doe off our own land yet, and a lot of times people say, oh, it's no big deal to shoot a doe once in a while, and that's fine, but I just don't do it. And then I've also seen that we've seen winter kill does, and then you see the smaller one or the fawn still with the mother, and then they're showing up in the feeders and looking kind of confused at what they're doing or how to figure things out still. But anyway, just come out here to secure up ladder stands. And I wanted to point out one other thing while I'm out here, and it's early spring and there's already deer ticks out. Deer ticks are they're not the same as a wood tick. They carry Lyme's disease, and in a dog, they'll give your dog what it's called Anaplasmosis, and it'll kill your dog. Over time, it'll eventually kill your dog. So you want to be able to go to your vet, get yourself I can't remember the name of it, but it's a pill format for dogs, and make sure you give that to them. And what it does is keeps the ticks off of their hide. We just got some this morning again for our dogs. We raised Caucasian Shepherds. They're big Russian guard dogs is what they are. We get them from Croatia. Anyway, and then we breed them also, but we just had 9 puppies that we've shipped all over the country. But we don't let our dogs out here in the woods. They stay in a 6-7 acre area in our yard that's all fenced up with a 4-foot or 6-foot fence. And as far as anaplasmosis, if your dog has it, some people used to call it Lyme's disease. Lyme's disease is in a human. They'll say, well, you got Lyme's disease. Well, it comes from the deer ticks. And unfortunately, it came from Lyme Island out east and spread this way. And from what I understand, I think I'm pretty much accurate with this. It's another one of those wonderful government-created projects that got out of hand and spread across the countryside. But anaplasmosis in your dog, well, your dog will stop drinking water, and then it won't eat, and then you got to really be careful with that. They claim that they'll scream out with pains or something, like pains like muscle pains or something like that. I personally haven't seen that, but we had a dog one time that unfortunately she passed away from anaplasmosis. She was misdiagnosed by the vet, and the only thing to treat it is tetracycline. That's what I understand. So if you your dog is diagnosed with anaplasmosis and they try to give it something like some sort of antibiotic that you don't know about, research it for sure and find out what it is that the medication that they need, and they need to get it like right away. As soon as those signs show up with no eating or no drinking water, you definitely want to do something, especially with hunting dogs. Hunting dogs will be running around in this stuff all day long, and they're going to pick up a lot of deer ticks. And they're very, very hard to see, extremely hard to see on a person sometimes, and very, very hard to pick up on an animal like a dog with their dog hair and stuff. So anyway, I just thought I'd point that out, and I'm just out here checking ladder stands. I got climbing stands also. They got like 5 or 6 summit climbing stands I use on other areas plus out here, and then I got 6 or 7 ladder stands set up all over out here. But I just come out in the springtime, make sure they're secure and safe, because I don't want anybody climbing up. If relatives come out or hunt or something like that, I certainly don't want them climbing up and then one of the straps break or come loose, and we don't want anybody to get hurt, that's for sure. It's fun to be out here with family and friends, and certainly don't want any of them to get injured. So, but anyway, again, though, keep track of your dogs, keep track of deer ticks. If they get deer ticks on them, you know, get them to a vet and get some medication. I wish I could remember the name of the medication. It's a pill format. It's not a collar. It's not anything like that, or where you put like the gel or something on their hide. I'm sure that works, but not as good as the pill format. And the medication for it, or prescription for it, is costs a little bit more money, but it's very, very worth it. I mean, if you care for your dog or love your dog, the money part of it is not going to be a big deal, I don't think. So it'd be like taking care of your child. But anyway, well, thank you for joining me on Wild 10 Outdoors. And it's a beautiful day out here today, and supposed to get some snow tonight. 8 inches they're talking. So maybe tomorrow I'll come out here and show you the same area and see what it looks like after it's been buried in snow. So, all right, well, thank you very much for joining me on Wild 10 Outdoors, and I hope you like and subscribe. Thank you.